Okay, welcome back. I'm going to try to get done today. End up getting my coil and a few other odds and ends for the 302. I'm going to bolt up the coil, flex plate, pull the torque converter out of the transmission, and see if I can fire this 302 up on the ground here. That's the initial plan. I'm going to bring this up off the ground again. Did get the Petronix coil. Should go with the igniter 3. And we're going to try to we're going to bolt it on the front here for now. Just see if I can test fire this girl. Somewhere. Yeah, we'll have to see where we can get it mounted up. Found a temporary home for the coil over here on the side of the manifold. I don't think this will be the permanent home. Definitely have to change the bolt out. Couldn't find the correct bolt, so I got extra long bolt installed. We'll see how that works out, at least for the time being. I'd like to see if this thing will fire. I don't know much about it, but I'd like to pop it off just once. Gonna run the flex plate down on her, I think. I know this thing is indexed, and I do believe I've got them all lined up. I'm going to torque these to 80 foot-pounds. Checking the gap on the spark plugs. Gonna put a new set in there. 4. Not 4 thousandths, 4th plug. Amazing. All the handling. These things are spot on. Oh, we gotta take the old ones out. I took them out on the other side with the header on it. Had these cracked loose too. Oh, I got part of them out. Okay, they're out. Let's get all the new ones started. And we'll tighten those down. Let's not drop any. one bank. Let's go to the other bank. I thought I had these out. Just had them loose. I get interrupted when I was pulling these out. I had to go down the yard and help somebody load something, so I kind of forgot where I was at. And now this bank is out. We'll start all these by hand, then run them down with the impact wrench. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. I'm not going to torque them. I'm going to just run them in there and tighten them up. Save myself a little time. Turn them down with the extension and the socket. This is not a spark plug socket. Let's not break any. All right, plugs are in, and I think the wires are laid out here. Correct firing order. I will double check that. And this other side, I'm gonna bolt that header up with a couple of bolts just to fire it up. Just gonna spin this header down on here. Keep the fire out of my face if it fires off, if I get that far. Okay. Okay, I got the spark plugs in, got both headers bolted on with a couple of bolts there, coils mounted, intermediate plates on, flex plates on. I'm going to lift it back up and bring the transmission out from under the car again. I'm going to pull the torque converter out, put a couple bolts in it so I can hold the starter on it. And then I'm going to have to get some oil and a filter and see if we can prime a little gas in it and get it to pop off. We'll bring the air back up so I can get the jack under there easily. Bring the back up a little bit. Start resting on the bumper back here. I'll top out the front. We'll finish getting our height out of the jack. And we'll bring the transmission back out from under the car. That out of the way, and this should wiggle right on out of here. It couldn't be a 1/4 inch taller, or I'd have to take it off the board, get the car back down. Ballpark it there. Take the torque converter out. See what kind of mess we can get into here. Wow, that just doesn't happen. Not in my world. Of course, there's no torque converter in it. Made multiple trips to town, hit the wrong bolts, and we got a few bolts, but I do have oil and filter. I missed the footage of trying to put the transmission onto the motor there, or actually bolting it down. I did find some bolts here that will hold it together. I threw a starter on it, and I'm going to dump some oil in it, put a filter on it, and see if it'll pop off. I don't know how anybody else feels about these frickin' oil jugs with aluminum foil on them. I have this phobia of a piece of that getting into the crankcase and blocking off an oil gallery somewhere. Yeah, drives me crazy. It's the little stuff. Let me know if you see oil running out somewhere. Back the mercury up over here and jump off of it, roll it over a few times, see if it'll pop off. Okay, we got no fuel in it. We're not energizing the ignition. We're just going to see if she'll crank over. Nothing. Let's say that's a grounding issue. Nothing. Nothing. Check our cables on the mercury. Make sure we've got fire here. Let's try that again. Ground. Nothing. Nothing. What the hell? Adding a little more gas every time. Seems to be getting better. I just didn't want to over prime it, so let's see what we got. Hey, it popped off. Woo! I just believe she's been terribly thirsty. Yeah, she was terribly thirsty. Well, she breathed a little bit. I'm happy with that for tonight. The shop stinks real good. It popped off a couple times. I'm gonna quit for here tonight. I've about depleted the mercury battery, and right on. I feel good about it. I can go ahead and tidy things up a bit and go about some fabricating some mounts and getting alignment on the drive shaft and moving forward. Yeah, I'm kind of stoked about it. You know the drill. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned.